शशि किरण जी, आप ये नंबर्स तो बता रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी मुझे लग रहा है कि क्या जानकारी व्यवस्थित हो पाई है? क्योंकि जो रिश्तेदार होंगे, आप खुद ही बता रहे हैं 300 से ज्यादा लोग बीकानेर से चढ़े थे, वो सभी इस वक्त बहुत ज्यादा डरे हुए होंगे, सब एक के बाद एक इन फोन नंबर्स को घुमाएंगे। तो सिर्फ मीडिया में ये नंबर्स नहीं, जानकारी क्या उनको वाकई मिल पाएगी इन फोन नंबर्स पर? ये क्रूशियल रहेगा।
जैसे एकदम रियल टाइम पे अपडेट हो रहा है और तुरंत अभी हम मीडिया के सारे ग्रुप्स में ये सूचना तुरंत देने वाले हैं कि कितना वहां से साइट से रिपोर्ट आते ही तुरंत डाल देंगे कि कितने हताहत हुए हैं और कितने घायल हुए हैं इसके बारे में।
कुछ जानकारी इस बाबत है कि किन परिस्थितियों में यह हादसा हुआ? इम्पैक्ट तो तगड़ा दिख ही रहा है। अगर 12 बोगियां पटरी से उतरी, 4 से 5 पलट गई, क्या इसका भी कंफर्मेशन आप कर सकते हैं?
यस, बोगियां पलटी हैं और इसमें कमिश्नर रेलवे सेफ्टी के द्वारा जांच के आदेश दिए गए हैं। तो जांच के बाद ही पता चल पाएगा क्या कारण था, बट ये हम कह सकते हैं कि इसमें एक दुर्घटना का काफी गंभीर रूप है और इसके कारणों पे भी तुरंत जांच की जाएगी।
गंभीर घटना आप भी इसे बता रहे हैं, नहीं वो तो हम तस्वीरों से ही देख रहे हैं। दूसरी तरफ क्या रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस के बारे में आप हमें मोटी बात बता पाएंगे? सीपीआरओ साहब का लगता है फोन कट गया है। आप किरण, सीपीआरओ साहब को सुन रहे थे जिनका ये कहना था कि अभी तक के
All right, that was of course the CPRO of the railways, and Captain Kiran right now telling us what possibly he can at this moment. But what I can tell you, and India Today also has been flashing the emergency railway numbers so that they can catch on some of the updates. Of course, it will be very difficult at this point for even families to really understand what is the status on the ground with regard to the passengers. Prema, would it be correct to say from the information coming in that there were at least more than 300 passengers on the train who boarded from Bikaner? This was and going via Patna, then to Guwahati, where it was the final destination. The incident happened here. So 300 passengers on this train, of which 12 bogies derailed and 2 to 3 have suffered, as it appears from the visuals. Maximum impact.
Yes, what we know is that around 308 passengers were said to have boarded this train, which was going from Bikaner to Guwahati via Patna, and this incident took place around 5 p.m. Around 12 bogies are said to be derailed, out of which around 4 to 5 bogies are said to have toppled over. That is what we are getting to know. Several people injured, being taken to the hospitals. The doctors and other staff at North Bengal Medical College have been put on alert to rush to attend to those who have been injured. And what we also know is that a high-level inquiry has been ordered already into this incident. So several factors being looked at as to see what led to this incident, which led to the derailment of this train. And the incident occurred just when the train had left, a few minutes after it had left New Domahani station. So the incident occurred between New Domahani and New Mainaguri stations. This is at North Bengal, and around 300 passengers were said to be on the train at that point in time. Back to you, Pooja.
All right, so Prema is telling us that more than 300 passengers were on board, and of course we will hope, we will pray that most of them will be able to of course come out safely from this tragic accident.
स्टॉल में था, उधर अचानक झटका लगा और बाकी उल्टी हो गया।
हाँ, ट्रेन कौन सा ट्रेन था?
ये गुवाहाटी एक्सप्रेस है।
कहाँ से कहाँ जाना था?
हमको जाना था ना, न्यू जलपाईगुड़ी से बोंगाई को जाना था।
हाँ, तो कैजुअलिटी
तो 2-4 डब्बा पूरा बुरी तरह से जलती हुआ है।
हाँ।
2-4 डब्बा, पीछे वाला डब्बा, आगे में भी 1-2 डब्बा।
क्यों हुआ ये?
ओवर स्पीड होगा।
एक्सीडेंट जो है, हम S1 में थे, हमारा डिब्बा तो बच गया है। बाकी अचानक जब मैंने हम धक्का लगा तब हम देखे हल्ला मच गया है, भागा दौड़ी हो गया है। तो नीचे उतर के देखा तो आगे का सारा डिब्बा 10 डिब्बा गिरा हुआ था और बाकी हालत खराब था, आदमी मैंने गिरा पड़ा था।
All right, so the first eyewitness accounts that our reporters on the ground are bringing to you, and now we can confirm that the chairperson, Railway Board, the Director General Safety are rushing to the spot. Also, the Jalpaiguri station area, and specifically the Alipurdwar Junction Railway Division senior officers are rushing to the spot. The incident that happened at about 5 p.m. Further details coming in that this was 12 coaches that have derailed, and this was the 12 bogies that have derailed. derailed of the Bikaner Guwahati near the Jalpaiguri area. And for now, of course, eyewitness accounts are telling us about the manner in which the incident took place, what was the sudden impact, and the rescue operations are on the job. Quick update again from Prema Rajaram. Prema, what about the senior officers? Because even if they leave that area, where did this happen? Is it going to be time till the senior officers manage to reach the exact spot where this accident has taken place?
The accident took place between New Domahani and New Mainaguri station, so it will be challenging for the officers, the senior officers, to reach the spot. However, they will at some point in time have to reach the spot to assess what led to this incident taking place, because 12 coaches have derailed and about 5 coaches we hear are said to have turned turtle, and apart from that, several people injured. What we are picking up is around 20 people are said to be injured and 3 dead. That is what we are getting at this point in time. So those who are injured are taken to the various hospitals close by, and the doctors at North Bengal Medical College have been told to be on an alert. Also, we must remember, Pooja, this is the winter season, so there could be several factors. It could be fog or other factors that have to be ascertained that led to the things going in such a manner that led to the derailment of this particular train, which was travelling from Bikaner to Guwahati and carrying around 308 passengers. So several factors yet to be ascertained as the rescue operations are on the spot, and 51 ambulances there as well. Back to you, Pooja.
Right, absolutely heartbreaking visuals coming in. As you can see, 12 bogies is a big number of a passenger train 15633 Bikaner Guwahati derailed in the New Jalpaiguri area. Senior officers are rushing to the spot. Even from Delhi, the chairperson Railway Board and the Director General Safety will be rushing to Bengal, where this incident has happened. Remember, there were passengers 308 who boarded from Bikaner. This was a train going via Patna, via Bengal, and eventually the final destination was Guwahati in Assam. The incident that has taken place, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already dialed and spoken to Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee about the status of the situation. Unfortunately, 3 people confirmed dead, while 20 people confirmed have received injuries. Milan Sharma with all the latest. Milan, so which are the senior officials that you can tell us of the Railway Ministry that are heading? What is the exact number? Any update that we can confirm to our viewers right now? Milan, over to you. So Milan Sharma, remember, has been tracking all the latest, and at this point, remember, all our reporters are trying to get as much information as they can from their respective sources in the ministry or in the railways, and that is why our colleagues are constantly updating us. And Prema Rajaram, while in Bengal, is telling us what is the status on the ground. Prema, because you're with us and you're consistently getting information from exactly on the spot, eyewitnesses accounts are also on. The emergency numbers are out. But at this point, how much time do you think it will take to really get an understanding of the number of injuries? Because we can see there are individuals rushing with a bag that they can possibly get hold of. Many would be feared trapped. We do not want to sound alarming or panic, but the fact is, at this situation, many passengers would be feared trapped, and rescue operations are on the job. Rescue personnel must be trying to get as many people out at this point.
Absolutely, Pooja. At this point in time, even as rescue operations are underway, it is challenging, considering the fact that out of the 12 bogies that have derailed, around 5 are said to have turned turtle, and people who have feared to be trapped. Remember, 300 passengers on board, and we also heard the eyewitness talk about what happened and what did transpire at that point in time. So railway officials will have to reach the spot to assess what went wrong. The place where this incident took place is in North Bengal, between New Domahani and New Jalpaiguri stations, and what we know is that the divisional manager, along with several officers, including the safety officer and commercial officer of Alipur Junction Railway Division, have left for the incident. So various senior officials reaching the spot, not just from various parts of West Bengal, but also from Delhi, to ascertain what has led to this incident taking place. It will be challenging, of course, to see whether there are any fear trapped, considering the fact that out of the 12 bogies, 5 are said to have turned total, and right now we know that 20 have been injured and 3 are dead in this incident, and there are rescue teams at the spot. The NDRF also reaching the spot, while 51 ambulances there to see that those who are injured can be taken to the hospital, others who are injured at the spot needing medical attention. So various aspects are being looked at into while catering to those who have been injured in this incident. Back to you, Pooja.
All right, so Prema Rajaram telling us senior officers are on the job. 12 bogies, 308 passengers on the train, of which 3 confirmed dead, 20 confirmed with injuries. And as the PRO of the railways, Captain Shashikaran, was telling us that there are real-time updates that are coming in on the emergency numbers. So, of course, if there is some verified information that as a family member that you would want and you can possibly have, it will be through those emergency numbers where you can get an update. But remember, there will of course be a flurry of calls that the railways will also be receiving at this point from these numbers. And while Milan and Prema are constantly updating us, I can confirm to you right now that at this point there are Divisional Manager Dilip Kumar Singh along with several officers, including the safety officer and commercial officer of the Alipurdwar Junction Rail Division, have already left for the spot. And as we can see from these visuals, different angles to help you understand as a viewer about the possible impact that has happened. You can see here, these are ambulances, senior officials rushing to the spot. 30 ambulances, we are being told, have reached the spot there in New Jalpaiguri where this terrible accident has taken place. Many passengers, we can see, have been able to come out of the bogies, while 12 were derailed. At least 3 to 4 we can see as well from the visuals, and information coming in, turned completely topsy-turvy. And of course with the locals, their rescue personnel on the job. We have a graphics also, as you can see, prepared for you to help you understand what could have exactly gone wrong when that accident took place. We cannot and we will not speculate on possible causes right now. It could be natural, it could be some other causes as well, for which there has been a high-level inquiry, a high-level Commissioner Railway Safety inquiry that has already been ordered in this incident. This was 15633 Bikaner Guwahati Express, of which 12 bogies derailed. All right, we'll try and again play out some of the eyewitness accounts that have come to us from the spot, and only verified information on India Today about what exactly has happened, where 3 dead, 20 injured confirmed. More information constantly coming in. All right, we have some more information coming in, and I'll go across to Prema for that. Prema, there were about, of course, we are only getting to know the numbers. About at least 300 were on the train is what we have right now. We know that it was mainly from Rajasthan in Bikaner where the passengers had got into the train, and there are about 34 stations that the train crosses, and this happened in Bengal, in Jalpaiguri area. Can you tell us from the location, Prema, was this perhaps passing through a town, a city? Was it a forest area? Any understanding that you have precisely of the accident spot with you at this point?
Well, at this point in time, Pooja, the incident we know has taken place in North Bengal between the 2 stations that we have mentioned, New Tomahani and New Mainaguri stations. But of course, challenging for the officials to reach that spot, considering that the officials from railways are reaching from Delhi as well as other parts of Bengal. This is not exactly one of the main stations of North Bengal, so it will be challenging for officials from various parts of the country to reach this very spot. But the rescue operations are underway, and we know that 2 teams of the NDRF are reaching the spot from Siliguri. They have left for Jalpaiguri. This comes under Jalpaiguri division. So there are also other railway officials, senior railway officials, to reach the spot. There are several people who are injured in this incident. About 16 of them have been taken to the Mainaguri hospital, and others have been taken to the other hospitals close by, including North Bengal Hospital and the New Jalpaiguri Hospital, district hospital as well. So the injured over there, around 20, we know at this point in time officially who are said to be injured. About 3 of them are said to be dead at this point in time. But railway officials at this point in time are trying to reach the spot to assess what went wrong, and gas cutters are being used by the locals over there, the local people in the area, to try and rescue those who are feared trapped. We must remember around 5 of the coaches we know at this point in time are said to have turned turtle out of the 12 coaches that have derailed at North Bengal, and this incident took place around 5 p.m. and we also, since it is winter, there are several factors which could be fog or other factors that have to be assorted to see what led to this incident taking place at North Bengal. Back to you, Pooja.
All right, big news what Prema is telling us. Gas cutters being used by the local residents to try and help as much to the rescue personnel also deployed. Gas cutters being used by locals to try and get into the cabins, get into the bogies. 12 bogies, as I said earlier, is a big number, out of which at least 3 to 4 we can see from the visuals as well, completely turning topsy-turvy, completely turning turtle, and to be able to get into the cabin through the doors, which would likely have been locked, their gas cutters are being used. Let's now listen in to what the official version is. The CPRO, Captain Kiran, is telling us about what is the status. Listen in. Come that 16 passengers have been admitted in the Mainaguri hospital, which is a hospital nearby. I was telling you that North Bengal medical fraternity has already been put on alert. All doctors with hospitals there in the North Bengal area have been rushed to the spot. Right, let's go across now to Indrajit Kundu as well. Indrajit also has been tracking all the latest from the ground. Indrajit, what is the latest update of the number of people injured? How many have been rushed to the hospital? What are the rescue personnel telling you on the ground? And also eyewitness accounts. Tell us precisely what is the current status of this very terrible incident that has happened in Jalpaiguri.
Well, you know, Pooja, a very, very tragic accident that has come to light in the new year. Of course, we are hearing that about 15 passengers who are injured have been taken to the Mainaguri hospital, which is a nearby hospital. And of course, 3 people have succumbed to their injuries, is what we are being told by the district administration of Jalpaiguri. We are here to hear from the Northeast Frontier Railway officials so far as the casualty is concerned. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has asked all North Bengal officials to rush to the location and assist in the rescue and relief operation. And a probe has been ordered by the railways at this point in time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, of course, has spoken to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee inquiring about this accident. And given the kind of scenes that we are seeing unfolding at Mainaguri, because this accident took place in between New Chowmohoni and Mainaguri railway station. It's dark. It happened at around 5. So the light was fading. So therefore, it's difficult to carry out the rescue and relief operation. That's why the 2 NDRF teams have also been called in, because initially when the accident took place, it was locals along with the local police which started the rescue operations. They were trying to bring the passengers out who might be stuck inside the mangled bogies of this ill-fated Bikaner Guwahati Express. Now, we are also given to understand that the West Bengal Fire Department officials and DRM from Alipurduar, they have also on the way. Fire Department officials are already there. The DRM, which is the highest railway official in adjacent Alipurduar district, has already moved to the location. There are several emergency numbers that have been released by by the railways at this point in time. There are separate emergency numbers for those in Guwahati and those in Bikaner. The CPRO just told us that 308 passengers had boarded the train from Bikaner itself. And of course, as we are stating, that this accident took place somewhere between Do Mohani station and Mainaguri, which is the accident site here. And therefore, the QRT teams and the rescue van of the railways, the Northeast Frontier Railways, has left Alipurduar and it's on en route to the accident site right now. Pooja?
All right, Indrajit Kundu telling us about all the latest, and as we are sharing the map also on our screens so that you can understand that it started from Bikaner, was about to reach Guwahati, and where it happened was actually not very far from the final destination. It had in fact covered most of the distance of the journey, and just perhaps in that adjacent state is where this incident has now taken place. But of course, Prime Minister Modi has spoken to Bengal Chief Minister. For now, we know on the ground that about 16 people injured have been rushed to the nearby hospital. 3 people dead, 20 with injuries have been confirmed. Senior officials of the railway board are rushing to Bengal to where this incident has taken place, and a high-level inquiry has also been ordered. But of course, heartbreaking visuals coming in, passengers who are trying to get out, local residents who are using gas cutters, rescue personnel and policemen on the job trying to get out as many people as possible. Prema Rajaram, Indrajit Kundu, Milan Sharma are constantly telling us all the latest. Indrajit, can you also tell us about the senior officials that who are of course rushing, and it will take time to reach the spot, but because it's going to be night any time, the sun has set. So the rescue operation is going to get much more difficult. Plus it is peak winter season, and therefore there would be many other logistical issues that the rescue personnel on the job will have to take care of.
Well, absolutely. It's going to be a difficult rescue and relief operation, Pooja, because it's a remote location in between 2 stations. It's night time. The accident happened just when the light was falling. Was that a reason? Was there fog? These are of course open to an inquiry, and the DG, Commissioner of Safety for Railways, have already ordered a probe. We are given to understand. So only when there is a thorough probe will we be able to come to a conclusion as to what led to this accident. It could be bad quality of the track in that location. That could be a possibility as well. We don't know. So there's no requirement to speculate right now on the cause of this accident, but most definitely it's a tragedy that has befallen on the state of West Bengal right in the new year. There were passengers who were traveling from Rajasthan towards Guwahati, and as you just mentioned, the train had almost reached its location. It was traveling through Jalpaiguri district en route to Guwahati right now, and that's when this accident has taken place. Unfortunately, 3 lives have been lost is what we are being told by the district administration of Jalpaiguri. We are yet to hear about the casualty figure, mind you, from the Northeast Frontier Railways or Indian Railways at this point in time. There are about 12 to 15 people who are injured, we are being told. It's not very clear as to what is the nature of injury. They have been taken to Mainaguri hospital, which is the nearest hospital, and further away is the Jalpaiguri district hospital, in Jalpaiguri town, which is the district headquarter, which is better equipped. It has been put on emergency right now by the government of West Bengal so that it can handle all the passengers who are injured in this tragic accident immediately, and some of the passengers who might be in a critical condition, who might require enhanced treatment, will now be shifted to the North Bengal Medical College Hospital in Siliguri, and officials from the North Bengal districts, that is Darjeeling district, Jalpaiguri and Alipurduar and Kuch Bihar. So these are the 4 North Bengal districts. Senior officials of the West Bengal government has been asked to move towards this location in order to coordinate and help with the rescue effort that is being conducted by multiple state government and central government agencies, including the Indian Railways.
Okay. Indrajit, keep tracking all the latest. Remember, our reporters in Bengal, in Delhi, will be tracking through the night all the rescue operations, the updates, so that you, if by any chance have a passenger, family member there with the emergency numbers, we'll be trying to get you all the latest verified information. It is all from me for now, but when I head into a break, stay tuned, because on the other side, we'll get you eyewitness accounts. We'll get you the updates as well. The Bikaner Guwahati 15633 train that has derailed, and we'll hope and pray that more and more people will survive this tragic accident.